Well, hello and welcome to Introduction to Computers, the Microsoft Access Introduction. In this application, we will create the Elmira Health database. In the database, you'll have an opportunity to create a table and then add a query and then add a form and a report as well. We'll touch on all of the interfaces for Microsoft Access that are on the front side. Your work begins by downloading material from the My Shared With Me portion of the Google Drive. All right, so when you get to My Drive, make sure you choose Shared With Me and then find the Intro to Computers resources, and within that you're looking for the Introduction to Access folder, and within that you're going to right click and download the patient app. And if you don't have it already, download and open and or print, as your preference, the Intro to Computers Access Introduction. That's the instruction list. Okay, you want to have the instruction list available to you. Okay, with the instruction list open and printed, you want to begin with Item 1. Item 1 says to create a new blank database. So we're going to start Microsoft Access. And then we're going to start the application. And then we're going to choose a blank database. One left click here. And this very important screen allows you to open and place your database where you want it to be. So our name is the Elmira Health, and then followed by your last name. Whatever your last name is, that's what you type here. Now, where do you put it? That's what this folder is about. We're going to browse for a spot. I encourage my students to put their stuff in the Downloads folder. That way, their application, no matter what it is next to the other files that you downloaded when you downloaded them using Chrome. I'm going to change this to my last name. I'm going to put my last name there. Why? Well, so that we remember what my name is, I guess. And then choose Create. I don't use the opening screen that Microsoft Access gives me because there's a better one out there for us. Left click on Create and then left click Table Design. And here is the design view for the table. To begin with, we're going to follow the fields that are shown on the instruction list. The first one is the UPID, and then I'm going to use the Tab key to navigate throughout these rows. Tab, Tab, Tab. The next field is Patient First. Tab, Tab, Tab. Patient. Notice there's no space in these field names. Yep, that's a Microsoft Access thing. The only time you add space is when there's a caption or a label. Now I know that other people do add a space. I discourage that on purpose because I know what that looks like if I have to use an advanced application. All of the fields that are in this particular instruction set are now available. Patient first, patient last, their address, phone, and the health insurance carrier field. Left click next to the UPID. Left click the record selector here and then choose the primary key command. That designates the UPID as the primary key. And what that means to you is there is always a unique value in the UPID field. No two records will be the same. You can have the same first name, same last name. You could even have the same city. I forgot the state. Oh my goodness. Well, we're going to demonstrate how to add a field here. Going to the bottom of my list, I'm going to add the state. Tab, tab, tab. And then I'm going to grab that field, left click, then left click and hold, and move it above the zip code. And there's my state field. Whew, man, almost had a mistake there. Okay, Now I'm going to what I refer to as the tickle spot. Yes, that's a cutesy name. Yes, I made it up. There's probably a Microsoft technical name for this place on the screen, but there is nothing so sensitive and so important to you than right-click and save. And the first time you save an object is the time you get to name it. You can rename it later, but the first time you save it is the time you get to name it the first time. Now, according to step number 4, we call this patience. Okay, and then I'm going to click OK. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. Let's see, let's double check. I have the UPID, the patient first, the patient last, the address, the city, the state, the zip, and then the phone and the health insurance carrier fields. They're all present. Okay, that carries us through steps 1 through 4 with a little extra towards 6 and 7. And I'll catch you at the next video.